Welcome, everyone, back to the Iron Forge. I am your DM, Ruby Dead Queen. And today we are continuing on with the employees' trek to the west. East? Never eat. East.
We are traveling east.
East? I thought you said west. Anyways, I'm here with all our favorite people here. We got the Knoll Varden, the Goblin Yava, the two Warforged, Elberos and Miriam, and the racist Clover.
Wow. Not even saying their species. Okay.
Nope. Clover is racist.
Species racist.
Yes. The famous character class. Racist. Racist paladin or racist fighter.
Well, then that's
they'd be a grand wizard.
That'd be
no. Your D&D race is ist. Race ist.
Well, technically, if there's a racist species, it would be drows.
Or Gith.
Oh, yeah, the Gith are pretty... Okay, we're getting off track here. Alright, so where we all last left off, after finally having dropped off their package in Tribor, they were told to start heading east over into the desert. They would know where they need to go when they see it. So they walk along the trail up to, curse this map for not saving things, Evermore, or Everlund. And on the way, you picked up someone who was staring at you. Turns out it was, Varden's superior, Southclaw. At first thinking that they were angry until showing that they were actually proud, you all learn that Everlund is currently having a problem with what appears to be a sphinx.
He's so proud how you got by a couple spiders.
Okay, maybe not that proud.
I want to make it. Like clear. I think we should have run him down.
Yeah, I second that.
Oh my god.
You two are going to get into major trouble someday.
Only because my mentor was literally a human part of the time.
No, it's just because I don't think we should have stopped to pick anyone up when we're on a time.
Well, he didn't pick up. He hopped on. And of course, the abrupt jolt jostling from hopping on caused the stop. But yes, Southclaw was very proud of Varden, basically saying that they're officially getting into the blood hunting business, and after transferring the contract of the Sphinx in Everlund to Varden through blood magic, you all continued on your way. And because Varden was in Everlund before being hired by Terry, yes. R&R Ironworks. You stopped at the goddamn inn that I have forgotten the name of again, which is why I was hoping it was in the notes.
Haunted Hatchet.
Gotta start like
Haunted Hatchet, yeah.
I feel like if I ever get back to running a D&D game, I'm just gonna start giving up and setting out like fucking franchises and shit.
Well, there is currently one franchise.
Donald.
That's why I introduced Tavel, because I didn't want to have to remember more than 3 magic shops.
Anyways.
But you did give him 5 names.
Okay, yeah. Party, you enter town. What? It's like, is there any place to eat? It's like you see a McDonald's.
There were, oh man.
You see a Long John Silver's.
Macca's. All of Tavel's shops they're spelled differently, but they are pronounced the same, so I don't have to actually remember.
Anyways, you all stop at the haunted hatchet as you had entered Everland in the wee hours of the morning, so wee that the sun barely cracked over the sky. And after food, drink, and merriment, you all take your time to go to rest. Where, Clover and Nerium, you had a conversation in secret.
Well, no, we just went to sleep because if it was in secret, nobody else would know about it, and there'd be no point in mentioning it.
I'm mentioning it for the viewers.
Well, they don't need to know.
Why? They're the ones watching!
Yeah, they don't need to know what we talk about. That's
You-
the point of keeping it secret.
Do you not understand continuity? If you and Clover just start acting more chummy chum for no reason, they'll be like, hey, what the fuck happened?
You think if we had viewers, they would be they would be that dumb that they wouldn't be like, oh, they probably had a
If we
moment.
had viewers.
Well, you do understand there are viewers that dumb.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dumb down our content to appeal to the dumbest people.
Well, the other reason why
Not
I'm
Disney.
mentioning it is I want you two to roll a stealth check and Elberos to roll a perception check.
Well, no, we kicked Elberos out of our room.
Yes, but your room is directly next to the other room, and walls sound can travel through walls.
We
I'm
never
not gonna
did
do
check
that.
how thin the walls were.
I'm not gonna do that. It sounds like you're trying to contrive a reason to talk about the stuff we talked about in secret, defeating the purpose of it being secret.
Well,
I feel like Elberos is nice enough that he would have just ignored whatever we were talking about. Anyway, so let's move on.
Actually, no, I would probably not.
forget the roll. Never mind on that. Y'all wake up and
Majority of
y'all
our
wake up.
moment wasn't spoken.
True.
Right.
True.
Anyway, you all wake up and it's late in the afternoon. Everyone is quite busy in the market street, and you all feel refreshed and relaxed after a long rest.
Morning comes and it's afternoon. I can't remember. Does this place have a tavern on the first floor?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm heading down and getting myself some meat and some booze.
Is anyone else going to be leaving their room?
Oh, yes. I should be leaving my room too. Do we have time before we have to, leave?
To be fair, as far as you know, Sphinx ain't going nowhere.
Because I wanted to know if, if there is any store or anything that, sells swords.
You don't know yet. This is your first time in Neverland. You'd have to look around.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's what Elbros is wanting to do.
Alright, is anyone joining Elbros?
I guess I could join. I'll join Alboros.
Clover, Miriam, walking around town, getting breakfast.
Sure.
First off, I should probably ask the tavern keeper if, for directions.
Clover, what about you?
Oh, I'm asleep.
Okay, so you're just not going to end your long rest.
No, I'm gonna keep being asleep until someone wakes me up.
I'll put her in my bag as we go.
All right. So what were you doing, Nerium?
Him
I didn't catch what you said.
joining them for whatever.
All right.
I'm putting
After getting-
silver in my bag.
After getting some directions, you're sent over to what is called the Craftsman District of Everland. There you see that the stalls are lined with artisans and specialized workers such as glass workers or blacksmiths or etc.
Neat.
Could you repeat the last thing you said, please? Because my TV is not doing the best.
There's blacksmiths. Just saying that it's basically just saying that you will find anything crafted in this area, and the craftsmen that made them.
You know, like tailors, blacksmiths, jewelry smiths,
Silversmiths.
such. You might be able to get a watch here. I don't know.
Let's get our iPhones and move on.
We don't need iPhones. We've got Rocky Talkies.
Yeah, you got the Rocky Talkies.
Rakitakis.
Walkie-talkies.
Might try happen.
I will go to the blacksmith to see if he has good swords. Because I'm walking around with a short sword and a scimitar. You know how different those combat styles are?
Yeah.
I need to get myself a walkie-talkie.
Alright, you walk up to the blacksmith, and as you can see, it is a dwarf. But what's different about this dwarf is his shop is kind of tucked away. The sun doesn't directly shine into the shop. In fact, it's mostly lit up by the forge. And you also notice that his beard is snow white, and his eyes are cloudy. He looks over to you.
Greetings, sir.
What do you
You run
want?
this place?
Yes, we're on this place. No, I'm hammering hot metal on an anvil for no reason.
You could be an employee.
This is my shop.
You literally could be an employee.
This is my shop. What do you want?
Swords. I mean, what else would I be looking for in a place full of swords and other metal stuff?
Right. What kind of sword? I hate having to
Probably
deal with this in the morning. I hate mornings.
I think it's
Uh,
like 2
I have-
p.m.
I have this
funny
short sword
somewhere.
and a scimitar. I prefer going for something similar to the short sword, but I need something better.
You want something better than a short sword? You're looking to be all flippy, or you're looking to use muscles, which you don't seem to have. You're all for sure. Anyway. Listen, to a girl like me, we get cranky. I've learned to essentially be nocturnal up here on the surface. But I have to deal with this in the morning. Well, what I see is the morning. Alright, so you want a sword. You want to use your muscles or you want to use your flips?
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
That's basically asking, do you want something based on strength or dexterity?
Oh, let's see. Yeah, I would prefer something based on dexterity.
Alright, dexterity. Alright, I see. I think I got something here. And he goes over to a chest and flips it open. Alright. You want something to poke or you want something to slash?
something to poke.
Poke. Oh, okay, okay. It's not my specialty, but I nicked this off of one of them bloody knife ears down there. All right. And he pulls out a rapier that looks like it's made with black metal.
Huh.
When I'm the racist one.
The old as fuck dwarf
Okay,
is
Blacksmith.
also a racist.
he's not old. He's a Durgar. He's a deep dwarf.
Mm.
Look, you say his eyes are clouded and his beard is snow white. I'm going, he's old as fuck.
And I also said that his skin is solid black.
Mhm.
All right, this is new. What is this metal?
Huh? Oh, it's deep steel. Right, don't have deep steel up here. Deep steel is a result of iron veins basically being under a lot of pressure, being underground for so long. And longer than normal iron normally should be. The stuff gains a black coloration. It's a little denser, so this does have a bit more weight to it. But, you know, it's a fucking rapier, so.
All right, can I see?
He tosses it to you.
I grab it and I start to inspect it.
It's well made, a little dusty because you can tell that this thing has not seen use in a while. As you look at the hand guard, you notice that it's all decked in web imagery.
This is curious.
It was curious.
Nothing, just talking to myself.
Oh, you're talking about the webbing? Yeah, it's drow stupid bullshit.
It does look like fine crafting.
Well, I was the one that crafted. Like I said, I got it off one of them. And by got it off one of them, I mean, you know, I'll bite your head in first.
Could I try it for testing? You know, for some
Oh,
poking?
yeah. Training dummy is, Oh, I forgot to say that. Hang on. And he goes behind his board and pulls out a hey dummy. Hey dummy. But it's like a dummy standing in a T-pose, you know, with the X eyes. Looks like a repurposed scarecrow. Alright, there you go. He sets it outside his tent, still in the shade of the buildings, and weighs it down with some sandbags. Alright, there you go.
Should I make a roll or?
No, because it's a training dummy. He's not wearing any armor or anything. Get over here.
So I take it in my hand and I start to do some tests for stabbing and some quick naps with it.
Yeah. Do a few flourishes.
Yeah.
It works pretty well, actually. Although the steel is rigid, you feel that the blade does have enough bend to work as a proper rapier.
All right. How much would this cost me?
Let's say 23 gold. You also look like you might be in need of, I don't know, you do armor? I don't know. You got that cloak and everything.
Repeat please, my speakers.
He's asking if you use armor.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's kind of integrated to me.
Why don't we take a look at you?
I carefully approach.
Let's see here. He starts to look at your hands, and your craftsmanship. It's old.
Who's talking?
He's talking. He's just muttering to himself.
Yes, I know. I'm responding with sarcasm.
Oh.
What is talking?
Yeah. It's dwarven.
Dwarven?
At least it looked like it. See a few dwarven features here. Except, hang on. Let me left leg. Let me see your left leg. And he picks up your left leg before you can even actually start lifting it. Your leg is elvish.
Yeah, I kind of been rebuilt by elves.
Huh? No, this part ain't new. Actually,
Okay.
he takes your hand and compares your arm to the leg. Yeah, you see here? Elves work against the grain of metal. Dwarves work with it. And the grain tells a lot. These elvish parts are older than the dwarvish parts.
So I wasn't originally built by dwarves?
It's hard to tell. You mind if I do something?
With care, please.
He unclips your cloak to get a full look at your body. All right, let's see what we got working here. Here we are. Elbros, he grabs your a part of your abdomen, and you hear, and then suddenly your chest plate just flips up. Yeah, it nearly smacks you in the face. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's take a look at the inner workings here. Alright, arcane core, yeah. Spells of standard of the arcane core. You're kind of a bit of a Frankenstein here.
Yeah, I
see
do
new
imagine.
I see new dwarf parts, new elf parts, old dwarf parts. Who'd you say found you again?
Where what?
Who found you again?
It was the elves.
Ah. I see. Can't be much help here. I mean, I only recently came to the surface. What was it? 50 years ago? So, I've only been.
That is a bit confusing. Probably 25 years ago. Probably.
I don't know. I've been here in Neverland basically the whole time. And you gotta know, 50 years to a dwarf is basically a blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it seems that the newest part here so far is the crossbows. The crossbow holder that you got in the arm there. And then he closes up your chest plate like a car hood. Fa-doom!
Okay, that's always that's a weird feeling.
Anyway, let's see. Alright, what was I doing? Oh, right here. If you sell me the scimitar and the short sword, I'll give you a discount and drop it to 13 gold. How's that?
What about I sell you just the scimitar and the discount a bit? We give it to a bit less. I mean, you said you leave it at 13 gold. You raised a little bit the price, and I sell you just the scimitar.
Yeah, well, scimitar is basically fancy short sword, so yeah, sure. We'll make it 18 gold. How's that?
As a reminder, you should have around 30 or 40 something. Like 45 gold, I think, is how much you should have.
I have like 66. Yeah, deal.
Alright, he shakes your hand, gives you back your cloak that was on the ground. Sorry about that. Hey, dust off. He gives you a sheath for the rapier. It doesn't hold the whole blade, but it's enough to keep it comfortably on your waist. And takes the short sword. Ugh. Crappy. I can make it better.
Wasn't it the scimitar that I sold?
My bad. He gives you back the short sword and takes the scimitar. Sorry.
Thank you.
No problem. And anything else you want? Got shields, got armor, arrows.
I'm good with arrows right now.
Alright. Well, you know where to find me if you need me.
It's been a pleasure and very enlightening.
Yeah, sure. And he goes back to his forge, and you hear the banging of metal on metal as he continues hammering the steel. While that was happening, who else was joined by... What else are you guys doing? Because I know basically everyone is in the... Oh, I forgot to ask. Yava, did you join them?
I mean, Yava wanted to eat.
Alright, so you're still over at the Haunted Hatchet. So, Nerium
Yeah.
and Varden, what did you guys want to do?
I'm just following.
I guess I'm just like a preliminary like investigation by like asking the locals around about any witness reports, if any of them went by like the barrier.
Give me
Uh-huh.
an investigation check.
Investigation check. All right.
However, I would say use your charisma, thinking about it.
Charisma investigation?
Yeah.
You are talking to people about it.
Yeah. Just manage inventory and just rapier. There's nothing special about it other than the odd metal.
Okay, my charisma is 11 for the roll.
You talk around, but so far, some people are guarded because, well, you are a gnoll. And most people don't have good experiences with gnolls.
I see. Like I get a bit intimidated by them backing away from me, and I'm like, oh. Like, and I'm just like slinking back. It's like,
Yeah, you do hear that there are some farmers outside the walls of Everlund that might have some information. But that's all that you can get.
I gotcha. I guess the only thing else I could really do for like my next motion is like head outside to try to find said farmers.
Alright. Nerium, you're just following along with Clover in your pocket?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, as you go to head out with the farms, Elbros catches up to you with his new rapier on his waist.
How you doing there, Mr. Stoic?
He's got a big iron on his hip.
Hang on, I think Elbros is working on putting the rapier into his inventory.
Yeah. Okay, that's done. Da-na-na-na.
Barton asked how you were doing with your new rapier.
Oh, it's actually pretty good. Pretty solid, but yet flexible for solid for a rapier, but very flexible, like a rapier.
Okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. Well, I'm just heading out. I'm just heading out to to see some farmers. Hopefully, try to get some more information before we do this thing. And unfortunately, I kind of scared off a bunch of people. Why don't people just actually hear someone out before judging them? It just sucks.
Oh, why are people racist?
Yeah, don't be like the other one.
Don't be racist. I am a building.
Oh my God! Barden just now made themselves into oh no, I'm the one being profiled and prejudiced against. Whatever I do, I better not meet some sort of cleric.
Alright, so you all start making your way towards the walls of the city. Whilst that's happening, Yava, you're chowing down at the Haunted Hatchet, and the bartender walks up to you. So, you're drinking here in the afternoon. Usually drinking's done at night, you know?
I drink all the time.
Goblin livers.
It's more convent's not really the right word. Temple.
Monastery?
I am from monastery. Monastery from she just points her thumb behind her. And
So you're telling me there's a bunch of drunk monks out in the world?
oh yeah.
Huh. Might have new business. Listen, I don't really care as long as you keep paying. But weren't you supposed to be going with your friends or something, or are you just gonna catch up?
She just looks out she just looks at where the door is. Yeah, I should probably go.
Alright. 1 gold, please.
I pay him a gold.
Alright. You make your way out. How drunk are you currently?
Probably decently inebriated.
Alright, so you go out with a bit of a wobblier step.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to give me a... what would be the good check? A good check here. I would say intelligence check on if you can find your friends. The rest of the party.
Check?
Yes, a check.
Alright, I'll roll investigation then,
Check.
since it's the same.
Yeah, I feel like investigation would work.
17.
Alright. Even though you are decently tipsy, to you, it's basically like barely having a buzz at all. So you are able to not only figure out where your friends went, with your drunken fist style, you are actually able to catch up to them, because that wobble was more just from, walking out into the mud.
Yeah. Reminder, walking speed, 50 feet.
Just meow.
Meow.
And so as the rest of the party makes it to the makes it to the wall and onto the drawbridge, out over the marsh and into the fields. Suddenly, there's a goblin with you.
Hello. Hey, what's up?
Varden, you're walking with intent towards the fields, and then suddenly Yava is right next to you.
Oh, hey Yava, finish with like your drink over there?
Yep.
We're just heading over to catch some farmers. Hopefully one of them might be amicable to actually answer my questions instead of steering clear. That's really all I could really say about that right now.
Yeah.
As you
Yeah.
all... Sorry.
No, that's fine. You go ahead.
I was going to continue on, but you were saying something.
Yeah, I guess I was just trying to say is like I guess we're just be off on our way. That was like that's why I was like saying like you could go on.
Alright, so you all make it to the fields where you see cattle, and both steer and bull and calf. And you see, I would say... Hang on, I didn't get my dice prepared for this. My bad.
Hello, cameo of someone's father. Of DM's father.
No, it's just me. Or did you say water?
No, that was definitely the word father.
Yeah, I heard the word father.
Yeah, I heard father.
What the... You were the one that said it! Alright, anyways, Alright, so you see about three obvious farmers just standing around something. Out in the field.
I basically walk ahead and then I basically like a cough like as if to like draw their attention to me. Like, pardon me, farmers. I would like to like make your acquaintance here. My name is Vardant. I am a blood hunter here assigned to follow up on investigations about a certain creature attacking your livestock.
You're the blood hunter we hired? Says one as he walks up to you. I thought you were supposed to be taller.
No, the blood hunter that you hired subcontracted us.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, as he may have told you, we're having a bit of a magical creature problem.
Very much so. Could I see what you guys are like huddled around?
He points over, and you see a dead cow. I mean, like, it's not just dead; it is eviscerated.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly get myself some gloves from like my compartment, and then basically just start analyzing the body to get any clues from it.
CSI D&D edition. All right, you walk up, and one of the farmers goes, "Well, it was attacking with a cow, man. It was swooped out into the night."
I see. That is quite tragic.
I just went and found another one. There was I don't know.
Yeah, so I basically like study like the whip cages and then also try to see if there's like any blood like remaining on the carcass. And if so,
there is blood. But it's like splattered everywhere. And as for rib cages, there's one there, one there, one over there, one stuck in its eye somehow.
All right. I'm basically trying to get a mental image right now of like what occurred to the carcass before they became a carcass, and how the creature would attack them, to see if whether or not I could see their behavior.
Are you
If
using
it is very,
any special tools for this?
special tools,
You know,
let
like
me
artisan
check.
tools or anything, like some kind of like investigation kit or whatever.
Okay, wait. Do I have that? Manacles? Wait. Oh no, that's just something to bind. Hold on.
Manacles are handcuffs.
Yeah. Okay. I guess the blood hunter is an actual cop. All right.
I mean, technically.
I thought you were an alligator, not a pig.
Like I still feel like guilty that they're still getting laughs off of me as I like get much resist laughter. Okay. I don't have anything.
Alright, so this is just going to be a straight investigation check.
Yep. All right. So no advantage, right?
No advantage. Unless
Got
anyone would want to help.
Wait, does anyone want to help me?
I'm still asleep unless someone wakes me up.
Yeah.
I can help root around in a corpse.
All right.
Before that, I want to say roll. Just give me a straight roll to see how well you help, because you are inebriated.
I am inebriated and I have 9 intelligence.
Ooh,
All right, so give me a straight D20 roll.
Straight D20. It was almost a 16.
Dang.
And what did you get?
A 6.
I got.
All right, so Yava is trying to help.
I would like to I go to help and I slip on a loose intestine.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, no.
You walk up and then just splat right onto something.
Immediate face plant into the gore.
Yeah, just
Oh, no.
you hear splat as you face plant into some discarded organ.
Yava,
You
Yava,
believe
what are
it.
you doing?
You believe it might be one of the stomachs.
I was gonna help.
No. I immediately pick Yava up and say, "What are you doing? This is not proper protocol when it comes to investigating corpses like this. You're supposed to keep yourself."
I slipped.
Should have been much more wary about where your feet are landing at. You know? Can't just assume everything's like clear for you. There's sometimes sharp things that prick you and such. And other times stuff that can make you slip like what you did now. Now I hope like the rest of the body is not messed up because of your slip.
It's pretty messed up. Well, mostly because the most that you can get out of that 6 investigation that I saw is that whatever did this hollowed out the corpse. The entrails are spread out everywhere.
I see. If they did it like this, then that would mean that they would treat an area nearby here as home, possibly. Just because, like, they wouldn't do this, like, they would have done this farther away if they had, like, a farther away home. So that's the most I could really get from this. I'm just gonna be like, okay.
I would like to go over to Nerium and just look at her with my blood-covered face.
Yeah.
We're all in the same, right?
Yes, you're all there.
Okay.
Would anyone else like to give it a try? Except Clover, who's still asleep.
No. I don't want to get my hands dirty.
I could try.
Roll me investigation.
Come on, Alvarez.
Investigation. That's a 12.
Ooh.
Alright, you are able to pick up a bit more on... You're not sure where it went or where it came from, but you are familiar, oddly, with what it did. Spread out like this, it's almost categorized. You can see intestines and the spleen and kidney and bladder. That's the word I'm looking for. In one small pile, and you can see stuff like the stomach, the lungs, what remains of the heart on another pile. You notice that in that pile, everything has some bites taken out of it.
So is it safe to assume this wasn't made by an animal, right?
Oh yeah, no. The bites are human. And from what little you know from the interaction between Barden and Southclaw, the face of most sphinx are human.
Okay. This looks like it's human, so it's not made. It wasn't made by an animal, so we have something very disturbing going on here. Apart from the fact that we have a corpse.
All right. So this collaborates with like the theory that my mentor left us about it being a sphinx, which would explain a lot of the tearing apart and then still having human features in the face department. Honestly, so okay. Farmers, I just wanted to know, do you know of any is there any areas nearby that might be a bit cordoned off or a bit wild to you all, or is everything around you like very civilized under your?
Well, to the west we got the Silverwood. To the northeast we got the mountain range. To the south we got the high forest. But
Okay,
that's a little too far.
the high forest is a little too far.
Possibly, yeah. We're basically on the opposite side of the high forest.
I see. So honestly, our first location to investigate might be the Silverwood. Then we'll check the mountains.
Well, I mean, good luck, but what are you gonna do when you find it?
Right now, as Blood Hunter in charge of this case, I'll be sure to incarcerate the said animal and hopefully relocate it far away from your guys' property.
The third farmer finally speaks up. Excuse me, I also had some attacks last night.
Yes?
I'm the sheep. I'm the one that holds all the sheep, you know? Here, let me show you. We're just a field over. And the three farmers start making their way east. But more like a southeast. Everyone else following?
I'll follow behind.
Sure.
Nerium, you, because you seem kind of disinterested in this.
I'll follow.
All right, the third farmer leads you to a barn as he flicks what looks like a cigarette out into a pail of water. Now, none of my sheep are particularly dead, but this is like the 5th time that I've seen this. He leads you to a paddock with 5 different sheep, and they're harmed, but they're not dead. And they are all visibly shaking.
Okay. Alright, Miriam, are you nearby?
I'm right behind you, darling.
Alright. I'm gonna need to wake up a Clover right now.
Alright. Let's see.
I'm telling you, our government was doing something with the sheep.
No, it's perfectly natural. Sheep get very spooked when they're eviscerated. That's normal.
But they ain't dead. They're not eviscerated.
Mm-hmm. Like, and right now, we need to get witness testimony, despite how hard it might be for traumatized sheep here. We need to get any clue that we can get by any means.
You do realize.
That's
Ah,
not
that's
cool.
right. Clover can talk to animals.
You do realize that doing this, there's a 50% chance she's going to shiv the farmer in the neck.
Yes, each one of those farmers is human. And all three of them are present.
All of you, I
Right
would,
now,
for your safety, I'd say back up, because what I have in this bag will attempt to kill you and has a high chance of being successful.
What you got in the back there? Like, we can handle it. We can take them with bulls and stuff.
oh god, oh god.
I think you need to get better at your Boomhauser voice.
Boomhauer.
Wait, that was supposed to be Boomhauer?
Listen, he talks in a weird way I can't copy.
As a Texan, I am offended.
He strings everything together with mutters.
My point is correct, though.
Yes.
You need to get better at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, if you can't figure it out, this is Hank Dale and Boomhauer.
Yeah, no,
I get it.
I sell cows and cow accessories.
I picked up on it. I
Well,
picked
you-
up on it. I have the farmers are all parodies of the King of the Hill gang, I think. In the notes.
Well, you asked for this. I will not be holding it back. Everything is on you. And I open my bag and I poke Clover a few times.
Clover, your nose is poked.
Oh.
Poke.
5 more minutes.
Clover, wake up. They need you.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Talk to some sheep.
Why can't you do it?
I can't talk to sheep.
Why not? That feels like a personal failing.
Oh no, it's different skills. I have an axe that I can throw and it comes back to me and you can talk to animals.
You can throw an axe.
Alright, how do I, where are these sheep?
I face the bag towards the farmers.
Oh god.
Out.
Clover, you rub your eyes for a bit and see three farmers just kind of standing there, meandering. A rabbit? How's a rabbit gonna help us?
Are these the sheep you need me to talk to?
Oh, it's
No,
a
they're
talking
the ones-
rabbit.
They're the ones who claim to own the sheep.
Well, I'm the one that owns the sheep. Chunk here owns the cows.
Yes, they claim to own many livestock.
Yes,
Yeah.
Clover, as you're waking up, you do hear. Bah!
Alright, well,
Brr.
I am going to jump at one of them. Alright. I'm going to attack the Boomhauser.
Boomhauer.
Howard. But you know what? For the sake of this, we'll name him Boomhauser then.
Boomhauser. That's our copyrighted saved name.
All right.
That's a
Frank
21
and
to hit.
Gale.
Yeah, no. Okay, let me see here. This would just be a peasant.
Alright, he takes 5 poison damage.
You probably just immediately killed him.
Good, now we don't have to listen to the voice again.
Oh no!
What did
Frank
you
and Gale.
What did you say?
Have tried.
What did you say? Damage?
5 poison.
Well, he has 4 health. So,
Oh
boom.
no.
So he is down. But you know
my
he's.
God.
Oh,
He's got to make death saves.
I'm gonna start licking the blood off of my paw and then go talk to the sheep.
I told you all that. You asked for this.
Would anyone like
Yeah.
Would anyone like to try and help Boomhauser?
I will definitely assist Boomhauser.
Give me a medicine check.
Yeah,
Guys,
medicine
I'm
check,
the
right?
only healer.
But they can stabilize with a medicine check.
You gonna
16.
trust a were crocodile for your
16 would do it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, I know a way you can stabilize him. Bite him. Bite him now.
You take some leftover cloth and onto the glowing rabbit bites. You dap up what is essentially the poison and kind of tourniquet
No, it
it
was
off
just a
for a
swipe
bit
with my
before. Oh, it was a swipe? Okay. So you clean off the scratches
Mhm.
and stop the bleeding. And he's not dying, but he's unconscious.
Okay, okay. I saved him. I saved him. He's not gonna die anytime soon, thankfully.
Well, you don't know
Oh,
that. He could
man.
have a heart attack in a day.
All right, Clover,
Do
you go.
not
Take him.
immediately attack the people in the villages.
I warned them.
You're the one who pointed the thing at him.
They said they could handle it.
Gale looks at Clover and is like, "You must be some kind of government species."
Hey,
No.
sheepies.
No, she's a normal rabbit.
Made to infiltrate our farms, turn the animals against us. And he runs out of the barn screaming.
What government?
You know,
Listen to yourself,
the only
sheeple.
thing-
Anyway,
Talk to the fucking sheep.
All right,
I am. They're
all
not
right.
answering.
What did you say to the sheep?
Yo. They can hear they can understand every word I say.
Yeah, they look at you and don't respond. You're kind of catching up on the situation, but you can easily see that these sheep look like they have seen some shit.
You okay, sheeple?
It came
Sheepies?
It came for us in the night. It had big talons. I think.
What was it trying to make a sheep-powered laser?
What? No.
That's a reference that none of you understand. and I find that
Excuse you, I
hilarious.
remember sheep in the big city. How dare you accuse me of not understanding?
Oh, sheep in the big
Sheep
city.
in the big city.
Man, it's been forever since I've seen that.
Uh-huh.
It's like the one movie on YouTube they gave to everyone for free.
I like the show. The show is actually pretty good.
Show's good. The
All
show's
right, so
good. It's
Clover,
just
what
really
else do you
long.
say? What else do you say to these sheep?
What attacked you?
It was fast. We couldn't see it clearly. It ripped our wool. As you get a closer look at the sheep, you do notice that they don't have all of their wool on them. It's patches, essentially, and not clean patches.
Yeah?
You say anything else?
What was it?
We don't know. We just told you.
Describe it, like fur color, talon
They just
shape.
said it was too fast for them to see it.
Uh-huh.
Well, then why am I talking to sheep?
Because any
with
clues help.
Wait, I remember something. Purple eyes. The purple eyes.
Great, that's so useful.
It had fun. It had 7 of them. 7 purple eyes. All glowing, staring at us.
The fuck? You step forward.
The U steps forward.
No, the one that was speaking.
The other U steps forward.
Clover, why are you stepping forward so much?
All the U's have stepped forward, essentially.
This one said there's a purple. It had 7 purple eyes. I don't know what the fuck that means, but 7 purple eyes. I don't think that's a sphinx.
Okay.
Sphinxes usually have lion heads or people heads.
It could be a chimera. You know, a bunch of monsters mismatched together with multiple heads.
Well, even
It's not
then,
gonna
for
be
a
a
chimera,
classical chimera at that point. Like a classical chimera has only the 3
Yeah.
head. No, wait, that's a manticore.
A manticore?
Which one's a
I don't think
Chimera
manticore
is
has
lion,
3 heads.
goat, and snakehead.
yeah.
Well, that's classical chimera. Then there's later chimera. Anyway, irregardless.
Maybe it is 4 kobolds in is 4 kobolds and one of them is wearing an eye patch.
It could
We're
be.
4 kobolds in a trench coat.
Reminder
Okay,
that little reminder that we do have one of this thing's feathers, and it has markings that resemble eyes.
Yes,
Oh.
Varden, you do remember that you have the feather in your pack.
Yes, I do. Like, and looking over at the feather again, I'm just like,
Is the
Okay.
quote-unquote eye purple?
Shining.
How big
It-
is
it-
the feather?
The feather is as big as you, Clover.
It's a peacock feather.
Yes, and for a moment, the eye does look purple, but once shining it in at the right angle of light, it almost looks like it's glowing. And then suddenly, the purple eyes! And all the sheep start freaking out.
Alright, so
okay.
7 purple eyes, they are the feathers. That would mean 6 wings plus the sphinx is wearing an eye patch. With the 7th eye being the
Alright.
actual eye.
no, I don't think it's like
No,
even
no,
the
that would
Sphinx's
it's
actual
okay.
eye.
Listen, the thing is, it's gonna be a tail if it's like a peacock. So it's gonna be peacock tails, which means that all of the eyes are gonna be that. And the reason there are 7 is because this one's out, and it would normally be 8, which is an even number, which makes sense. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Or it's
and
7 with a
find it.
keystone.
You're a keystone.
You know, you have 1 straight up and then 3 on either side.
One in the middle.
Alright. Can
Yeah.
I roll history? Can I roll history to like see if my memories hit back about like some sort of peacock creature? Or if any Sphinx
Yes, roll me a history check.
history. Here we go.
And you know what? Give me
17.
I will say, give me it with advantage due to your studies in the guild.
Your
Okay,
monsterology.
still 17.
Your ownership
Still
of the
17.
monsterology book.
Alright, you think back to your studies, and you do know that there are essentially subsects of sphinx species. And you do know that there are a few sphinx species that have peacock-like feathers with eyes on them as down feathers, youth feathers. Feathers that are supposed to be shed.
Ooh.
You
Alright.
share with the class.
I'm gonna share with the class. This might be a subset of a sphinx in which they're still in their youth phase, because this is just a shedded feather. It wasn't like any of the animals actually removed the sphinx feather off of hide.
Yes, you know that it is a form of defense tactic to look as like something more monstrous than it actually is.
So it's a lot more intimidating on glance than it actually is.
Okay, this sphinxy thingies, this kind of sphinx that you're talking about, are they animals or are they like not animals?
They're kind of like mythological creatures.
No, but like, are they beasts
Yeah, they would be beasts.
or monstrosities?
Yeah, you would know that a sphinx is a monstrosity.
Mhm.
Darn. I was really hoping to just solve this problem immediately.
And you also know that sphinx. And with that 17, you also know that sphinxes separate at the most base level of their species into androsphinx and gynosphinx. But that's about
Sphinx and Dinosphinx.
yes.
Androsphinx and Gynosphinx.
Still,
Okay. Do
This
they
basic-
have any preferred plants that they live near or anything like that?
They live in the desert.
Yeah.
yes, this was told to you by
That's
Southclaw. So, whatever the sphinx is, it is majorly out of its element.
Okay, but like,
And it's
would it
trying
have
to
tried to find? Okay.
Okay, like right now, we're gonna check the Silverwood first. Then we're gonna check the mountain range. That's like our next course of action now, guys.
Okay. You know what? Fuck this. Fine. Yeah. All right. Bring me that corpse over here.
You all head
Wait,
back
what?
to the. You all head back to the corpse.
Okay,
The
Clover.
horribly mangled body.
Yes.
Okay,
No, no, no.
Clover.
Obviously,
What
I
you
meant the
doing?
human.
Causes.
Well, oh, you mean the human? Why the human?
I need to cast a spell. I need a material component.
Wait, what?
Well,
But the
I
human
won't.
is-
I won't stop you if you go to get it.
Just so you know, he's not dead. He's unconscious.
Yeah, I stabilized them.
Clover doesn't know that.
Okay.
Clover, I'm gonna stop Clover. It's like Clover, do not go near Boomhauser.
No, I need a material component. Come on.
No,
What do
no,
you-
no, no,
what
no.
do you
can do
need?
something.
I'm
What do
gonna
you
start.
need?
I'm gonna look at Boomhauser's pockets.
He has.
Frank is right there.
No, didn't
Don't
they
worry.
leave?
Don't
No,
worry.
Gale left. Gale left. Frank
Don't
is
worry.
Still there.
Boomhauser doesn't have anything on him. Not while we're farming.
Oh, okay.
All right, man. I'm sorry to do this, but I need to cast a spell.
Clover, explain to us before you do anything. I do not want one of your
Huh?
clients to basically die.
I'm making a decision. I need to decide on whether it's a good idea to go that way or a bad idea to go that way and a good idea to then go the other way.
So many ways.
You said you need a material component? What material do you need?
Oh, well, I mean, it can be a lot of things. I just think that fresh intestines have the best, use case.
No.
I mean, she does make a good point. If you use subpar materials, the spell's not going to be quite as effective.
I mean, like,
Over.
if I had thumbs, I could use cards, but sadly, I have no thumbs. I say,
Over.
trying to hide the thumbs that have been surgically attached to my hands.
Would you deprive a poor rabbit of having thumbs, you monster? And I pretend to coddle Clover.
I simply just need to cast this spell. That's all.
But
If you
Boomhauser's
can
still
find me a
alive!
better-
I would like to do a medicine check on Boomhauser to see if he's alive.
Yes, you don't need to. He is alive. He's stabilized.
He's
Alright.
speaking. He's talking. He's not a ghost.
Boomhauser is not talking. He is
Boomhauser's
unconscious.
unconscious.
No, Frank
yeah.
is talking.
Yeah,
Oh,
Frank,
Frank.
Frank is talking, Gale left, and Boomhauser is unconscious.
Oh, I
Listen,
made
if you
sure
can find me
Boomhauser.
if you can find me a better material component, then I can use it. But I just,
Shit.
it's right
Clo-
there.
Clo-
That's all.
Clovis, there are intestines outside.
It's
Well, you gotta kind
literally.
of get them fresh, otherwise, they're like they don't.
The
work
man's
for
not dead.
That's why they're fresh.
They are pretty fresh. Look, there's
Clover.
like if it
If you have
if
it,
you
do you have any knuckle bones? I could use knuckle bones or dice, maybe.
dice.
Or
Nice.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm all
God.
for this. I say, pulling out my axe.
I got a few teeth from cows that had some impacted wisdom teeth. Will that
No,
work?
those roll terribly. Yes, go get it right now.
Oh my God! I just realized I actually had a kit. I had alchemist supply.
Well,
Uh,
alchemist supplies wouldn't really help in an investigation unless you're like chemically testing something.
Yeah,
Okay,
forensic
okay.
shit.
What about? Does anybody have any bones on them?
There are
Look,
bones
you-
outside.
Yeah,
look,
there's some
Frank, was
rib
it
cage.
Frank? You said you have some teeth
Well,
from
they need to
cows.
be worth enough.
Why don't you run along and go get it?
I don't
I
know
think
if I
the sheep
trust
bones are going to
you.
be worth enough.
Well, it's either you go get the teeth, or we're going to continue.
Oh God.
Okay, no.
I-
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Can you do it without killing the man? Come on.
Please, I don't.
I just need material components that are worth enough. So
You guys take
another
this.
solution.
You guys discuss this. I gotta go check to see why my dog just threw up.
Ooh.
Ew. I have another
Right.
solution. If you want to hear it,
You try to
Okay.
you give another solution that involves killing him. I'm gonna hit you. I'm going
Now,
to punch
okay.
you.
Varden,
Yes.
you are a were creature.
Yes.
That means you are fairly valuable.
Oh.
Oh, that is
You
not at
mean a-
all where I thought you were going. I thought you had just
So,
I thought you had just come up with a new plan to use our friend Varden to get rid of the humans by a more
listen,
ethical means.
I mean, I feel like the best option would be to eat them, clearly. But since it's waste not, want not.
Oh
Listen,
no, not
Varden,
eat. Just if they were no longer human.
Varden, come here.
I can't infect other people. It goes against the Blood Hunter code.
No. This is completely different. This is completely different. Come here.
Yes.
Will you provide my material components?
Okay, like that's where I said, oh, it's like, okay, I get what you said. You're wanting to use my regeneration by me cutting open a part of myself and then giving it to you.
Not exactly.
And-
Not exactly. Well, I guess, yes, sort of. Just, are you willing to do that? So for this poor man's life.
Honestly, I'm okay with this. I do not want to.
Cool. Anybody have a lead pipe?
Wait, what?
I have a stick.
All right, I'm just gonna start like unscrewing one of Miriam's arms, just like lead pipe.
No.
lead pipe.
I'm not made of lead. However, I open my bag and pull out a crowbar, hand it to her. I do have this.
Awesome. And I'm going to smash Varden's teeth out.
Oh God, man!
Roll an attack with an improvised weapon.
I think we need to wait for Ruby to get back.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Oh my God! I can't believe we're
Yeah.
doing this.
We've come to a
Okay.
solution. We're going to smash Varden's teeth in.
I mean, if we need teeth,
I need 15. I need 50. I need 25 gold worth of materials. Okay.
Oh,
I need
yeah,
20
no, this chump is not worth 25 gold as is.
Humans tend to value themselves higher, so it's like a whole.
Yeah.
No,
If you,
You're not
it's like
being-
a thing with the economy
no,
where
the
like
gold value
like
is based on the purity of
no, the gold.
something.
Okay, sometimes, but in the case of
I
more
think it- I think
representational
we-
objects, it can be based on artistic value and certain things, such as the fair market value. And for a human
And-
being, sometimes the fair market value is 25 golds or more.
Okay,
I
and
I think
depends
we
on
move
what you
away
bring it.
from this topic before we
Clover.
start talking about the
Wait,
purity of man.
Clover, I have a genuine.
Purity of man.
Hold on. Clover, I have a genuine question for you then. Given everything that you said, do you think that there is
Uh-huh.
any value in these people?
They would make good jerky.
You know, I
Anyway.
can't argue with that. You have me there.
But these farmers have a
Ah.
point of being alive and helping their livestock. You can't just like call their lives forfeit just for like their silly whims. Can't.
I need ritual materials of at least 25 gold or more and 30 minutes of time.
All right.
Would it be useful if I
Base.
give you a piece of brain that I have from a bugbear that we killed way earlier?
Wait,
I don't
Wait.
think I could use that very easily.
okay.
I don't think bugbear brain is gonna be worth
Okay,
much.
so the thing is, I'm trying to cast augury, right?
Okay.
I need to cast augury.
Yeah.
I need
Welcome
materials
back.
that make sense for augury.
I heard everything. Don't worry. So,
Intestines.
Clover, improvise attack
Yeah.
roll against Varden's
Alright.
AC.
Cool. How do I
Against
roll?
Varda's teeth. Yummy teeth.
Is that just like a what? How do I roll that?
I would say
It's an attack roll.
it's. I would
Is
say
it like
it's.
an unarmed strike.
Pretty much, yeah. We'll use that at least.
Please,
'Cause you're not
please, please. Fuck.
Oh, what was it?
What was it?
I got a 6.
Total 6.
It was so close to landing on 20. Anyway,
So Varden, you watch as Clover like jumps up and swings, but you're able to get out of the way because she's trying to hit your teeth.
I was like, okay, hold up. Maybe let's not try to do physical harm like that. Like, while I'm not like ready.
Well,
I
if it's
mean,
not you, then it's gonna be Boomhauser.
Alright,
No,
alright,
somebody's
alright.
body
I
parts
mean
that are
about-
worth at least 25
I mean-
gold. It's that simple.
Guys,
Yes.
I can simply pluck the teeth from his mouth.
I was going to suggest myself also plucking my own teeth, but okay. Okay, if you have the arm strength, Yava. And
All
are
right,
you
This
not
is not as
inebriated?
ethical, but
Alright,
What
okay,
about-
kneel
about
down so that I
being-
can get a good aim on this.
But you should probably wear gloves. It's probably not a good idea to have your fingers near the teeth of a rare creature.
It'll be fine. Okay, Vard, kneel down. I need a good angle for this.
Okay, Yava.
She's just like standing there like like fucking fighting game idle pose.
Mhm.
In idle pose? Oh my god.
Fighting game idle pose.
So Sakura.
Open fist.
All right, so
A King of Fighters reference right now.
okay,
Like the
so
fighting game idle pose.
Varden kneels
it's like-
down. So, sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on. Just like I'm just like fighting
I'll be
game
right back.
idle pose.
Back to C.
Hold on. I think I have a gift.
Like I know what kind of pose you're talking about.
Yeah. Just like lightly bobbing back and forth with hands in front. Kind of like this, but less it's sexy pose.
Here we go. This guy, this girl.
Let's go.
I posted the memes.
Oh, it means.
That's not That's not an idol pose, though.
But it's an actual idol.
No, not
No,
idol. Not IDOL.
IDLE.
Idle animation.
As in standing in
Oh.
place.
Oh.
You silly fool. Anyway, I'm punching you in the teeth.
With your teeth.
Roll attack.
Ah, beans. That's a 12. Wait. Hold on.
This is an unarmed strike.
What? You're right. I
Flurry of
get to do
blows.
2 of those. Yeah, I get to do a flurry of blows.
Oh my god, you're a monk. That's right. 12 is not gonna hit.
12's not gonna hit, but flurry of blows doesn't need you to hit first. So it's use a key point and do 2 unarmed attacks.
Mm.
So that one's a 13, probably not gonna go. And
Okay.
Jesus Christ, I'm switching dice.
Alright.
I rolled like 4 dice and none of them went over fucking 10.
Okay,
All
now
right,
that you
so-
seem to know how to properly knock someone's teeth out, I'm going to do a roundhouse kick.
Unarmed strike.
Alright, Miriam.
Nope, that's a 5.
Okay, so Varden, everyone keeps hitting you, but they're not making much headway. It doesn't really hurt.
Okay. If none of you guys can do it, I might as wait.
Hold on, Elbaros.
Elbaros, you need to do something.
I'm not punching their teeth out.
Oh, come
I
on.
want to try. I want to try again.
What about we dig corpses and take the teeth out?
He's still alive.
You know. I mean, they are already dead.
Boomhauser is still alive,
We already
Boomhauser
made
is
it.
alive.
and so are the sheep.
Boomhauser is stable. Boomhauser is stable. The alive sheep is traumatized.
I'm
And I
saying
don't think
digging
you can
corpses,
get
not,
much-
not using these corpses.
It's
I
not a
need something
corpse.
that is worth at least 25 gold.
Yeah, and the teeth of a werecroc are probably worth a little bit.
I mean, do you guys have any tea that's worth a lot, or like anything like that? Alcohol. Some
Mine.
people use coffee grounds.
Alcohol, mine.
I could burn something. Or I could eviscerate this man. I mean, like, we have
Okay.
options. I just need you to help.
Okay.
I can do it. I can do it. I believe in myself. I believe in the heart of my fist.
Heart of the
I
cards.
whisper to Clover. I whisper to Clover. 5 gold says she misses again.
You're on.
I've
All
got
right,
it. I've
come
got
on.
it. I can do this.
You
I
gotta
can
hit-
do
You
this.
gotta roll a natural 20. You can roll a natural 20 on me. Do it.
Come
And
on,
Make
okay,
sure to
let-
avoid my teeth.
Let's punch you in the teeth.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
using a
hitting.
flurry of blows. I'm using a flurry of blows.
And I'm also going to say that you're not spending any key because, yeah, you're getting
I mean,
free
if I'm
flurries. You're getting free flurry of blows, I mean.
Okay, I mean, if you'll allow it as the DM, I'll take it.
All right, come on. Oh my
All right,
god.
that's a 22
No! That
and
hit. That hits. And
another
then one more.
22.
All right.
Ooh.
So that's 2d6 plus 6.
Roll.
So
Quietly,
5 and 5.
I quietly
You take
palm.
10 points of damage as I punch you in the teeth.
I quietly palmed 10 gold to Clover.
And
Alright.
and with 2 Varden, for a moment your ears are ringing because you were just punched in the face. But also you lick your lips and your mouth on the inside and it's like, that's iron. That's blood. As 10 teeth are are in Yava's hands. Bloody, some still with the nerve.
Don't worry, darling. They'll grow back.
They may
I
grow
mean,
back if you shift.
Honestly, yeah, that was why I was okay with this.
They may
Well,
grow
yeah,
back.
see,
You're
you're not doing it right. If you talk, you don't have teeth anymore.
I
Yeah,
know,
I
I can
understand.
still I can still practically talk, you know?
now.
Just,
You still have most of your teeth. You've only
Yeah.
lost
You've
10.
lost a third.
yeah.
But yes,
How
Varden,
many
you were.
teeth
But Varden, you're pretty sure. You're pretty
Yeah, they're
sure.
like 3 teeth.
You're pretty sure your teeth will grow back when you shift. Maybe.
Pretty
Do
sure.
not say maybe. Do not say maybe because, like, right now, I'm just letting you know the curse. It will pay.
I want to test that
Sharp.
right now.
I do not want to shift yet. I want to wait until we actually encounter said sphinx.
All right,
You
I'm gonna
know,
hand the teeth to Clover.
Clover, you're given a handful of hyena teeth.
Cool,
First
cool.
hyena
I'm gonna
teeth.
start shaking him like a Vegas stripper.
You shake them, but you stop and then, pick the nerve off of a few of them.
Don't eat them.
It's wet and yucky.
Yes, they are still very slimy with saliva.
Yeah, yeah. Do not taste them. I do not want any transmissions.
Don't taste them unless you're okay kissing Varden.
No comment. Anyway. I am going to cast Augury. Augury is a spell that I have to cast at level 2.
Mm-hmm.
I receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a course of action that I plan to take in the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses the omens from the omens table. Good, and bad, neither good nor bad.
Right, yeah.
Spirits of the sky, spirits of the land, will good things happen if we travel towards the, what was it, mountains? Mountains, or whatever the hell Varden said.
He said the Silverwood, so the forest.
Okay, fine. Through the forest, lords of the sky, lords of the blood, bring me this answer.
All right,
I
you
can't
shake.
rhyme with blood.
Wood.
All right. You give the teeth a shake and you toss them out. They land kind of. What's the word? Anticlimactically, and then they start to shake.
They just land with a dull thud.
They land with a dull thud.
You sit there for like 2 seconds disappointed and then they start shaking.
Yes, they start to shake, and then how they stand upright before falling into a pattern. You get the result. Whoa. Bad.
Yeah. Okay, so. Alright, guys. Hear me out?
Yes.
Forest, bad idea. I'm not sure if that means that it's not there, or maybe it means it is there, and we'd be fucked if we went there. But I say we go to the other thing first. Okay? Okay. I start walking away from the forest.
Okay.
I turn to Verdun and say, I hope you know this sets a precedent that we're going to be doing that every time she needs to cast that spell. And then I follow Clover.
Well, if she picks up the teeth, she can use them again.
Yeah, they're not consumed by the spell.
Yeah, they're not
You
consumed.
still have those teeth.
You pick up the teeth to leave them behind.
Don't leave them
No, I'm not
behind.
picking them
I
up
do not.
unless someone tells me to pick them up, like reminds me about them.
Clover, pick them up. Clover, pick them up. We're not doing
Fine.
this again.
I'm gonna go pick them up and I'm gonna stick them in my cheek. It'll be fine.
Ew. It's fine. They've been used for magic. They've lost whatever magic they had previously.
Don't worry, I put worse. Don't worry, I put worse
No,
things in my mouth before.
Frank is just standing there. Frank is just standing there, awestruck.
Varden is just like red in the face and moving on ahead toward.
Can I punch Frank in the gut as I'm walking by?
Unarmed strike.
I'd like to imagine that this is what
That's a 9.
this is how. I'd like to imagine this is how the
That does
teeth
not hit.
finally laid out.
This is how what happens?
I'd like to imagine this is how the teeth vibrate into for the omen.
Just a brownie face.
Not
Yeah.
quite that, but they do align in a way that almost looks like a mouth of teeth chomping down.
Their range of teeth.
Okay. Does Varden walk ahead of me?
Varden?
Mm,
Oh, and Nerium,
I
you
guess I
missed.
do.
Yeah, I figured.
I walk
cool,
ahead.
cool, cool. I walk back, I pick up the teeth. Varden has walked away. Varden is more than 10 feet away from me. I'm gonna do something.
Oh no.
Oh,
What are you
boy.
going to do?
I support it.
I'm going to stick one of my teeth in Boomhauser. I'm gonna stick one of the teeth in Boomhauser.
In how? Like you're stabbing him?
Or are
She's-
you like putting it in, shoving it in his gums?
That one's funnier. I'm gonna do that.
Alright, you
I
bounce.
assume he has at least one missing tooth. I'm gonna add a tooth to his skull.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh my god, Clover, you're basically doing a Hasselberry right now. Are you trying to make your own non-human agenda actually happen now with me as a donor?
Just remember, this means that the
Alright.
next time you need augury,
This
you've
was-
only got 9 teeth.
I just will need to
It'll be
pull one
fine.
tooth from Varden.
So that's a 17.
Alright, so you're able to
It was cocked, but it was a 17.
you're able to actually set it in, but because it's a hyena canine tooth, it doesn't fit right. So when his mouth closes, he basically has a snaggletooth.
Amazing.
You
I
do
know exactly what is gonna happen now.
you
Oh,
use your
he's gonna be
druid
Fang
bullshit
Face.
to get it stuck. Fang face,
I was
but
literally
I
crocodile.
don't think this would happen.
I
I do
was
not think this
looking
would
at the
happen.
Picture of Fangface.
I'm surprised people even know about Fang Face.
What do you mean?
We talk about Fang face every time we mention werewolves.
True,
Yeah.
true.
We talked about sheep in the big city earlier. You think we're not gonna know what Fang Face is?
Well, I mean, Fang Face is just, one of those failed Scooby clones from Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, my friend Pem made a whole video about
Fang Face.
Scooby Doo clones.
Alright, but yes, you stick it in, and what do you do next?
Oh, I'm just gonna go follow everyone.
Alright,
I'm
you
walking
catch.
away from the forest.
Yes, you catch up with everyone, and you're starting to head towards the hills to the northeast. Alright, so you make your way out of the field, hopping the fence, passing some of the livestock.
Uh-huh.
They just kind of idly graze. Just for shits and giggles, everyone give me just a straight D20 roll.
Okay.
Great D20 roll.
Can I do a
Well-
gay D20 roll?
17.
10.
Only if you have the pride dice.
11.
I'm using the Icewind Dale dice, I believe.
19.
Okay, so
Not gay enough.
you avoid
Yeah.
the various pies left behind by the livestock.
Hmm.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes, especially since 2 of you are barefoot.
Alright.
I have stacks.
Also, I'm probably carrying you back in the bag.
Yeah, well, that's why
Yeah.
Clover rolled the highest.
Fair.
And anyways, as a few hours pass and the sun starts to wane into the west, the sky is starting to grow a amber orange. You make your way to the hills, which are at the base of the nearby mountain range.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure where to go from here, as there are the low hills, and then there's the mountain range itself.
Maybe check the mountain range first. 'Cause that might be a bit more harder, you know?
Yeah. All right. So you all start making the slow incline climb. I want everyone to give me a group perception check.
Group
I rolled a 4.
perception. Okay.
15.
Did I really get a nat 1?
16.
We ain't seeing shit.
I rolled a 4.
I got a freaking nat
Clover?
1 in a perception.
Clover's still going.
22.
22.
That 22 is going to save us.
All right. So one by one, Clover 22, Elbros nat 1, Nerium. What did you get?
Oh, 15.
15, Varden
4.
4, and Yava.
16.
All right. So as you start to climb, you notice the clouds are starting to gather, and Clover was the highest, right?
Yes,
Oh,
Clover was
by a
the
lot.
highest.
Clover, your ears shoot up as old animal instincts are kicking in. And then you immediately know. Snow. You're aware now that a snowstorm is coming.
Ah. Wonderful.
Yava just notices that it's
So-
getting a little colder.
Yeah, the rest of you notice it's getting colder and the clouds are starting to gather darker and darker.
Oh no. Oh no.
Cool. I am going to do a thing.
Do your thing. What's the thing? Do you need to pull more teeth?
I can. No, I'm just trying to check if I have a certain thing. It seems I don't. I would have expected to.
What were you going to do?
Too bad. Burrow. I don't have a burrowing speed. Yeah, so let me just,
You can
Not
still
to
throw 'em
men-
in my bag.
Not to mention that you are getting to the point where it's going from dirt trail to solid rock.
Alright, guys, we need to find shelter. I do have spells that can help us once we do, but we need shelter.
Does anyone
Maybe
have
I could
that
stretch the
spell
tracks.
that makes a dome?
Maybe I can try to find a good place for it.
Elbros, give me a survival check. But because you're on a mountain, you don't get any bonuses from favored terrain.
Why? These are the ones I have proficiency with.
You're on a
I
mountain,
got
not
a
the forest. A 6. As it starts to get darker and you're not familiar with mountainous terrain, you don't notice anything nearby.
I'm gonna.
Alright,
I mean, the worst I can roll is a 3.
Clover, if you were to, I will say, if you want to roll survival, you would get advantage due to your animal instincts.
I can roll survival, sure.
Yes, it is open for anyone if they want to.
Yar.
Alright, I'll
I'll roll
around.
so.
I
I'll
rolled
roll
a
survival.
14.
I rolled a 19.
I have advantage on survival.
And you
Oh,
can
good
roll
to
too
know.
if you want.
Doing it. Doing it now. Okay, that's gonna be a 13.
Miriam rolls the highest. with
Clover,
the
did you roll?
3rd.
Yeah, it was 16.
All right. Nerium, you're the first to point out. It's not nearby, but you do see what looks like a cave mouth, a few hundred feet up on a ledge. The path does lead up there, but you can tell and from the clouds that by the time you get there, the snowstorm is already going to be started and raging.
Alright, well, there's a cave up there we can take shelter in. There might be bears or other things there. I don't know what else lives in a cave other than a bear. Maybe some
Well, if it's a
rats?
bear, I can talk to it and talk it out and use my spells. So let's just get going or die.
Okay.
Whichever is more, you guys are.
Well, if we take the trail, we're probably not going to get there before the snowfall gets real bad. But we could try to climb up there to get faster.
I can't climb easily.
Alright,
And-
stay in my bag.
As you say that, you already notice snowflakes are starting to fall. Gently, though.
Take a direction and move.
Yeah, I shove you in my bag. I guess I start climbing the cliff. I do have pythons. I do have pythons.
Pythons will make it easier. Is everyone else climbing, or are they taking the trail?
I mean, I have an acrobatics of +5. I can climb.
Okay, I'm gonna hand you the pythons and the rope then.
Huh.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I can hammer these in.
All right, Yava, give me a acrobatics check for climbing.
Alright, here we go. This better be good because I don't have anything for rerolls. 14. Not great, but not bad.
All right, so you start hopping up the rocks, stopping now and then to slam a python into them. But, you get through it. It's not really the best trail through rope, but it should suffice. You weave the rope through the pythons and toss it as you go up, and then toss it down once you make it to the ledge.
Alright, let's start climbing up. I climb up with the ropes.
Alright, it will be about a 5-minute climb. So I will ask for 2 athletics checks from everyone.
My first one is a 12.
17.
Do they get advantage because of the rope, or...
Yes. My bad.
Oh, good.
Oh, advantage.
Yes, my bad.
I got a 13 this time instead of a 12.
Alright, that passes.
I got a dirty 20 from my advantage roll.
That passes. Clover, because you're in a bag, you don't need to.
Nice.
Yava?
Elbaros.
Oh, wait, no,
Honestly, I got
Yava's already up there.
17 and
Elbros?
now at 20.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright. Alright, you got a natural 20 or dirty 20?
Dirty.
Dirty.
Alright, yeah, you all make it up, and as you make it to the ledge and climb on to safety from, falling, the snow is starting to pick up to a decent squall. And I'm assuming you all head right into the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll head inside of the cave for safety.
Alright, who here does not have dark vision?
Do I have dark vision as a...
I do.
Varden
Crosses
does.
my arms, smiles
I-
smugly.
I
Alex.
have dark vision.
Clover, I imagine you do?
No.
Okay, so Clover doesn't. Elbow.
My model does not come equipped with dark visions.
No, I think
I want you to know that
dark vision.
you can't. While you can't see me because you don't have dark vision. I am 100% doing the Gex pose.
Yeah, so as you enter and the clouds gather proper to cut and block out the sky, entering the cave, it is pitch black for Clover, Elbros, and Nerium. Varden, you see Yava doing a weird pose.
Does anyone have firewood?
I have tinder.
Perfect. Lay it down.
I put a pinch of tinder on the ground.
Alright,
I don't have any firewood. I just have tinder.
I'm going to pull out a torch, and I want to firebolt my torch from point blank so that I can see.
I can light a fire. I have a tinderbox. I have flints and steel.
Flint and steel! Sorry.
Okay, then do that. I quietly put out my torch by just shoving it into the snow outside.
Flint and steel.
I'm sorry.
Give me your torch.
But no,
Nerium, if you were going to light it with Firebolt at point blank, you would have had to make a ranged attack roll with disadvantage. You very well could have.
Light your torch.
I mean, I
with
would
the
already.
flint and steel.
I would already have I'm down for with disadvantage. I would
You
already
know
have
what? Go for it.
because Of the dark.
Go for it then. Roll.
Oh, one of those was a nat 20. 13.
You are able to at least graze the head of the torch. It doesn't light it, but it does give enough light to show that Clover is holding flint and steel. The torch does not catch.
Alright.
Now, Clover, here's the problem. Because the torch didn't catch, the one little bit of light that you have to be able to light the torch is gone. And now you're back in pitch darkness.
I have a flint and steel. Just bring the torch and stick it in front of me. It's
Alright. I bring it
Starts
down
sparking.
hard.
Starts
Bring it down
sparking.
hard. Can I make an can I make an accidental attack to bonk?
You know what? Sure.
we don't need to do a slapstick show for other people.
And-
Also, I want an actual slapstick. Now that I know what a slapstick is.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's a 10.
ha-
I do not
A
bonk
real
you on that.
slapstick
Yeah, no
has an
bonk.
explosive charge in it.
It's not an explosive charge. It's a percussion cap.
That's what the percussion cap is, a mild explosive charge.
Yeah, but it's not going to do any damage.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
I can
an
just, what I could like load something like that with those little like snapper things that you get at the park and playground.
Yeah, they're
They're
explosive.
just little, they're tiny bits of gunpowder that I can then snap between my fingers, even though I'm not supposed to.
Clover, while she does not bonk you, it does press against your face.
It smells like towel. No, not Tau. Fuck,
Alright,
what's
so-
the...
Tar?
Hello?
Tallow, yes.
Or tallow? Clover? We can hear you if you said something.
What?
Torches in your face.
I
Like
light
pressing
it.
against her. Okay. It's a little...
It will be lit on fire, but I will light the torch. It just takes an action. It's not.
Yeah, so it's like... and I would say you have the smarts to be able to get out of the way before it, lights. And with it, you can now see as far as a torch can see. Albros, do you want to light your torch while you're at it?
Yes.
A second one goes up.
Perfect. Now we'll have light for twice as long.
That's not how time works.
I know. I think
Okay,
we
no,
just
but we need
these-
a.
we need wood, firewood to actually start a proper campfire and stay this storm.
Well, if someone could go get some, that would be great. Is there any? How deep is the cave?
You turn and raise the light, and you can see that this cave is actually a lot deeper than it looked.
Oh, no,
as
it's a
you
land.
can't see the back.
Huh?
The back.
Oh, I
Okay.
think
Sorry.
said
The
bats.
Discord just like cut out and it just made like a B and then nothing else.
You can't see the blue dragon in front of you.
No, it's
Oh,
a,
no!
it's a snowstorm. It'd be a white dragon. The Betty White dragon.
But yes, this cave is much deeper than it first seems. What do you do?
Eh?
I will put an alarm in the entrance of the cave.
You're already
You know,
in.
the spell.
You're already in the entrance of the cave.
Yeah, put an
Yeah,
alarm
I know.
at the perimeter so we know if something comes
But
in.
if we're going inside, I want to know if something comes in.
Gotcha. All right. Imagine you're doing the ritual.
Yeah, the alarm spell thing.
Yeah. All right. So you set it up. Take some time to set it up, and you feel the spell take hold.
I feel the alarm. What?
The spell take hold.
Good. It's all set up. We can go inside now.
Alrighty then.
So you're walking deeper in.
Yeah, we're going in. We're going in.
All right. You start making your way into the cave, and it does open up as it goes further in.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as deep as one would think, but it is deep enough. Like you're well into the cave, and notice that it takes a bend to the left.
Alright. I guess we'll follow that bend then.
All right. Everyone make a perception check as you're following the bend.
22.
Ah, beans! It was
God.
almost a nat 20.
Finally.
It was
That's a
Uh,
12.
I almost got a nat 20. I rolled a total of a 10.
All right. Clover.
This is the first time that I do a perception check
Ew.
in this game and actually get a high roll.
All right. Clover.
Fine.
9. Elbros, you said 22. Nerium.
12.
Varden.
I only got a 10.
And so did Java. So, Elbros, you're the first to notice. As you're following the bend, you kind of take a glance down, as was kind of habit during your time with the elves. And you notice in the dirt of the cave grooves. Grooves.
Ah.
4 long grooves.
What's a groove?
Groove.
Groove, like
Oh.
get your
You know,
groove going.
Like the dance.
I thought groove was like wrong because you said not groove.
No, I said not root.
Ah,
So
I
groove.
misunderstood. Grooms, okay.
Groove.
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 Yes,
Groovy,
thank you.
baby.
Guys, there are grooves.
Yeah, it's groovy.
Have you
I'm
seen them?
exploding you with my mind. Blowing you up.
Kills you. Kills you, kills you, kills you, kills you.
Groovy.
Beats you to death with my Guitar Hero guitar.
Alright, you let everyone know about the grooves, and continue on past the bend, and this is when the cave really opens up into this large chamber. It's a natural chamber. But you can tell that this is also the end of the cave. It's some natural formation. And you notice that there is wood in here, actually. Discarded wood.
Guarded.
Discarded. Thrown away.
Okay.
Wood.
It looks like the remains of old...
Wood?
Oh my god. It looks like the remains of old crates. And maybe a piece of fence.
Well, this is good enough to start a fire to keep us warm through the night.
Who is the last one coming into the chamber?
Wouldn't it be like a Nerium or Elboros?
No, Elbros would be more in front. You guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was more on the front
Yeah.
since I was the
I'm
first
in
one
the
to see
middle.
the groove.
so who would be further in the back?
I could be in the back, I guess.
All right.
Your dark vision.
Their dark vision does not work correctly since there's torchlight.
Yeah.
But Yava, give me.
Wow, I'm surprised that's picking up. That's like 3 rooms over.
Wow. But give me a perception check.
Okay. 17.
All right. As everyone enters the chamber, Yava, you're the last to go in. You kind of look around as your buzz kind of starts to wear off, and the lights all gathering around the wood. You see at the far end of the cave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 purple eyes almost appear looking towards you.
Hey guys.
What is it, Yava?
I think we found our mark.
Mark? Like, I just immediately tried to spread to where, like, I hear.
Spread to what?
Sprint to, like, where Yava's voice is at.
We get
Just like a little bit
she's
behind you.
within the torchlight. All right. Well, does anybody have any flammable liquid? We could make this quick.
No, no, we're not killing it. We are not killing it. We're gonna.
Isn't your
Unless
contract
we
that
need
you're
to.
supposed to kill it?
No, the contract
Well,
is to kill or relocate.
yes, we are going to relocate.
To
I am not
where?
going. We're gonna
Desert.
relocate it to a desert.
We're going to the desert.
So we're just supposed to have this thing on a lead until we get to the desert?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nerium,
It's-
you're not replacing it to a materium.
What?
You're and
Dude,
you're not
You're
killing
not-
it.
you're not killing.
And what if it turns and tries to attack us while we're trying to bring it to the desert?
Well, this is why I came prepared. I show
Did
off like
you?
my hand. Yes, we have handcuffs for this sort of situation.
You have handcuffs specifically for an adolescent sphinx.
Well, it's for smaller, medium-sized creatures. I feel like
Look,
this is.
I feel like you could
Very-
easily hog tie a creature with 3 pairs of handcuffs.
Okay, and how are we going to? How are we going to get it to down the mountain?
I'll be the one carrying them.
Varden?
I'll be the one carrying the
No.
carrying the hog.
No, not that. As you
Oh,
speak,
what?
suddenly, darkness. None of you can see, even those with dark vision.
No.
Yeah, see, this is why we need a warlock as a part of the group who can get devil sight.
That's why we needed to splash it and set it on fire.
Warlock.
You
Oh
s-
my God.
And then you all hear, you speak of me as if I was not here.
No, they're just kind of dumb.
No. Listen. I just want to help you get back to your natural habitat. I don't want to kill you.
They're smart enough to be here. I doubt they're lost.
I have
I'm
a
not
feeling.
associated with the other robot.
No,
As-
hear me out. This sounds like it's like one of those like immigration problems.
You hear the sounds of chains dragging and footsteps. Immigration. Rabbit, I had no need to be here.
Then why are you here?
1, why do you have chains? 2, how do you know I'm a rabbit?
I saw you all come in. You could not have made it more clear than a star in the sands of the desert.
I don't think that metaphor follows.
I think it might be a translation error.
I have
think
no-
You prefer to speak like draconic or something?
I
think that-
have no reason to trust any of you. Unless
Uh-huh.
Other than the last magical creature that we encountered.
I don't have any reason to trust anyone.
Maybe we let it speak.
I trust you,
Yeah.
Clover.
the robot that insists me to be set aflame, I sincerely despise.
Okay.
They
Okay, we
have
can
that
all
effect on
be-
people.
Yes. The robot that speaks of burning creatures. Yet they're the minority of this nation.
It's a pragmatic solution to most things.
Such as detaching thine head from thine body. But I do not attack yet.
Why
All
not?
right. All right. So
Whilst you-
what is? Mhm.
Whilst one is aberrant, 4 wishes help. I have no reason to trust you, as said, but I will hear you out if you solve a riddle.
Oh no.
Fine. What is the riddle?
Okay. I
You
sit
see,
on the floor in the darkness.
the darkness suddenly disappears, and you see standing directly behind Nerium this 9-foot tall sphinx with a peacock-like tail, obviously missing one of the eyes. Nerium, you turn to your left and you see the sphinx's face. You don't even see the face. You just see the golden eye staring at you. Now then.
Right. Is this the kind with a human face or a lion face?
Yes, the best example I would say is to think of the one from Dragon's Dogma 2.
Never played it.
Oh, damn, I haven't.
Okay, hang on. Let me give you a reference.
Because there are a lot of different types of sphinxes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Give me a moment. I'm getting it.
Mhm.
Sphinxes have between 4 and 8 limbs. There aren't
That-
a lot of species that have that much variety.
I'm getting you a reference. Thank you, Yava. That is what's looking at you, Nerium.
Honestly, I have seen worse.
Well, Vernon, do you still think those cuffs are big enough?
All right.
I think those
Cuffs
seats are
are
big
out of the
enough.
question. Cuffs are out of the question. I do have an alternative.
I mean, it's given us the alternative of a riddle. remember?
3, to be precise.
Yeah.
3s are the best. Covens in 3. And such as many of the
I like
clover.
7s.
Riddle 1.
All right.
Walk on the living and they make no sound. Walk on the dead, they mutter and grumble. What are we?
Okay, repeat that.
Walk on the
You
living
say
and they make no sound. Walk on the dead and they mutter and grumble. What are we?
Okay.
Reeds or grass.
Death is where it actually grumbles. And
It's gonna be reeds or grass.
like, how come that would be the answer? Like, for reason.
Oh, because
When you
living-
walk on grass, it doesn't make a noise, but if you walk on straw, it does. It's a
Yeah, when
mean-
grass is alive, it's nice and limber and it's flexible. But when it's dead, it's crunchy.
All right.
also
all right.
could be said for twigs and sticks,
a lot of plant
leaves.
Let's
Really
go with
just
your
a lot of
first
plant
instinct.
life.
Yeah.
Let's go with like your first instinct, Clover. Let's go reads or. I
Uh,
feel like you were on to some.
yeah, leaves does sound like a good answer.
So what is your answer? Leaves and grass?
Yeah.
Reeds and
Reeds.
grass.
Reeds and grass.
Like
Why would
there's
wait?
things
Why
that
why
people
reeds?
commonly-
No, reeds make noise when wind blows through them.
Yeah.
No,
Not
reeds
when you walk on them.
not when they're alive. And they do make noise when you walk on them. They make snapping sounds. They're
What?
hollow
Why reeds?
Why? Yeah. Why reeds?
because people make mats out of them. People walk on them a lot.
But if you,
I think we're gonna go with grass.
well, I don't know. Dead grass is not nearly as.
It's crunchy.
We
Yeah,
can say leaves if you want to be leaves.
Yeah, I thought
That's
that's what you
fine.
said at first. 'Cause that
Leaves,
makes a lot
leaves.
more sense than reeds.
Mhm.
Your answer?
Alright, okay, let's go with leaves. Let's go with leaves. We're answering leaves.
Varden, she gets up to you, up to your face, go almost eye to eye. Her pupil fully dilating into a plate to the point that you can actually see your reflection. Correct answer. Truly, the leaves is the only one that complain that when you walk upon them correctly in the dead. Your second riddle. I have 100 legs, but I cannot move. I have a long neck, but no head. I eat of the maid's life. What am I?
Eat the maid's life.
All right.
I already put it in general.
Uh-huh.
Who are they asking it to?
All of you,
All of
but
us.
It's a group.
Yeah. It's a group thing.
My first instinct is something to do with drinks and liquids and things like that. Maybe milk.
I don't know about that
How?
constituting for legs. Like I'm thinking about what
Like-
sort of structure
But
might
like
have
like
100
wine has legs. Like when you swirl wine and then it's like a. No. Okay.
long neck but no head.
But what is the maid's life?
Well, either it kills them or it occupies their time.
Why am I
Hmm.
thinking of a tree?
A chimney?
Weaving?
A tree.
Isn't it like a,
I don't think it's tree.
what about a chimney or a house?
Is it like a loom? Maybe.
I don't think a loom has leg. Well, it has 100 legs.
Sometimes
can.
the little pegs that threads are called are called legs.
Ooh,
Not
that might be
often,
it. That,
though.
that might be it. That might be
I-
it.
Well,
I
the
think
loom
the thing
stands,
for
though.
yeah, it's not about standing, it's about not moving.
Yeah, it doesn't move. A loom doesn't move. Eating the maid's
Mm.
life.
Wait, what is it?
I have 100 legs but cannot move. I have a long neck but no head.
Oh,
I eat the
okay.
maid's life. What am I?
I heard a different version of this one growing up.
I see. Okay, I'm willing to bet on like Clover's loom.
No,
being What?
no,
what,
I'm gonna say no. Probably not.
Okay.
Wait,
I keep
wait.
thinking of
Out of
bottles.
character, I do know the answer since I have heard this one. Well, I've heard a version of this one where it's cannot stand, not cannot move.
Yeah, Elbros, you were going to say something?
What if? I mean, obviously it's not literally 100 legs, but what if if it is an object instead of something, something that lives?
I
Alright. So
my
if it's an
instinct is
if
still
it's an
like a
object,
bottle.
how? I don't think a bottle has 100 legs.
It's a wine bottle.
I
It
didn't
can
say
have
I
100
didn't say a bottle. I said an object.
No. I'm talking about
Oh.
Clover. Clover
Oh,
said,
maybe some kind of tool.
Because when you swirl wine, it's called a leg. The wine dripping. It's called legs.
riddles, guys.
okay. Maids do not typically drink the wine that is usually the nobles, you know.
Okay, is it maid or maid?
Made as in someone that.
It is in the general
wait.
It is in the general chat. If you need a visual representation.
Yeah,
If it
no,
was-
that
Wait,
does not help.
No.
Maid and maid are spelled the same
What?
because
no,
they are the
if-
same word. It just
Well,
has different meanings.
I'm
Anyway,
assuming maid as a housekeeper because if it meant a general woman, it would be a maiden. That
not
would be the
necessarily.
distinction. Well, I know, but I think it's referring to maid as in a
Is it-
housekeeper, not
is it-
maiden.
Is it a
I think I.
could
think
it
I
be a
know.
broom with the legs being all the bristles?
I was
Okay,
thinking.
that could work. That could work.
It says I eat the maid's life because it's a work that is pretty tiring.
Especially if they are the housekeeper.
Yeah, so okay. I'm gonna
Your
I'm
answer.
gonna admit it's the answer to this riddle is a broom.
There's a moment of silence and she smiles. Correct again, sweeping away the competition.
Boo.
The final riddle.
Okay.
When people come from me to meet, they come to me with heavy feet. The one I hold, when I get my chance, will turn and spin and start to dance.
Alright, alright, alright.
Yeah. When people come for me.
When people come for me to meet, come to me with heat.
Gallows.
I'm thinking, okay, it might seem weird for me to think of this, but a mop. But I don't know.
Gallows.
That
No, I don't think they would do cleaning twice in a row.
Gallows.
Gallows. I don't think it's gallows.
yeah, because
Gallows
like
fits everything.
It doesn't.
Does.
the
Well, no,
the dance part does not fit for a gallows or the
That's what
spin.
people do when they get choked. They like dance around in the air until they die.
yeah,
No.
they
No.
spin.
No. They do. If someone is
Okay.
if someone is spasming as you hang them, you've done it wrong.
No, I don't think it's
Yes,
a literal
but people
dance.
do it wrong intentionally.
I don't
It's like a
think.
whole thing.
I don't. I don't.
Anyway, no, I'm just saying that's my
I
answer.
mean, could be Dance of the Dead.
No, I don't. I don't think it's gallows.
I don't think so either.
Well,
Like,
as stated earlier, I trust Clover.
Ah,
but
Clover, the Sphinx looks at you. Almost looks like they're licking their lips.
yes.
Rabbit.
Sir, ma'am.
Ma'am, I still wait for the answer, but I just can't help but notice I have not had rabbit in a while.
Clover is like looking at it, licking its lips, and just kind of blushing.
Clover, I would like to say that compared to you, this thing would be in the giant size category.
Uh-huh. No, I know. Uh-huh.
Well, Clover, give her your answer.
No. We are going to further elaborate on our answer and not just throw out a guess to make to fulfill Clover's born kink.
oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, okay,
Clover,
I agree
no.
with Yama. Yama. Okay, let's think this through. What is like heavy feet? Because I feel like it's something to do with water. That's why I thought mop. Why not something like rain, funeral?
What about guilt?
When people come for me to meet,
They come to me with heavy
with heavy
feet.
feet.
The
So
one I hold when I get my chance will turn and spin and start to dance.
Wait a minute, come with heavy feet when I get home.
the
So it
one
has
I
to be-
hold when I get my chance. Right, so
It could be
people
I-
are coming
it's-
to
If it's
people
not
are
the
coming to
gallows, it would be
this.
the noose itself, because
Wait a minute. What if it's a bouquet of flowers?
I don't think
no.
no, I think it is I think it's supposed to be an event perhaps.
An execution?
A dance? A masquerade?
Not everything is death. Not
It's not-
everything is death.
It's not going to be literal. I think it's either gallows or the noose itself.
Not everything is death.
I think why not dance? Okay, okay.
Because they're spinning around as they're taught in with the rope.
No, they don't spin.
No, they slowly
They do a
spin.
little bit. They do a little bit, but okay. We're trying to come up with a different answer, and
You need to
Mm.
stop thinking about the gallows.
Okay.
Can't.
No. Okay.
grain
Wait,
mill.
how-
I don't fucking know.
Seriously.
Grain mill.
No.
When people
Rain
come
Mill?
for me to meet, they come to me with heavy feet. So it is an event and it is dour.
Funerals?
The one I hold when I get my chance will turn and spin and start to dance. Ugh.
Mm,
The only thing that I can think of is that the heavy feet can be a metaphor for sadness. You know,
That's
when
why
you
I get
walk
dour.
sad, but your
yes.
feet
Mhm,
feel
yeah.
heavy.
Yeah, Elbrus. Anything else from your development
Uh,
there?
the one I hold.
The one you hold.
Uh,
Oh.
What do you?
Maybe we're talking again about an object, but a different kind of object.
Uh,
Well, the thing is, the dance is definitely not a literal dance because riddles are never that straightforward.
no, it can't be straightforward. Okay, we got to really think.
I can't. I cannot think of anything other than like some sort of death thing. But I can't see where the turning comes from. Like a funeral.
What about something like, I don't know, awkward, like a beach, sandcastle, like
Wait,
No. No, no, no,
no.
no.
like a pail of water,
People
like a
people don't
bucket.
No, that's not heavy feet.
You know when people do spin in a dour event?
What?
When they're on the
Um,
wrong end of a rope hanging?
Why
Yeah.
don't we think about something like cement or something like that for heavy feet?
What?
Turn it,
The
turn
dance
No.
is not
something
literal.
falling turns and spins,
Yeah. Well, we know
and
it.
this
I
thing
okay.
falls up.
Spinning yarn. I can't think of anything
You
else.
know what? Just
I
fuck it.
vote
Just say the
gallows.
gallows. Just say it. I
Either
give up.
gallows or noose.
Gallows.
Noose, just say noose.
Gallows
The
or
Sphinx
noose.
gets close to you, Clover, and smiles. Yes, this is correct.
Ha!
I'm actually quite surprised, young rabbit. You got it immediately.
Wait, what did Clover say?
The gallows.
Gallows, God.
I am impressed.
Cool.
I'm just mortified laughing like it's like an awkward
Clover is
sad
going to
howling
fall
noise.
over, just kind of.
So that's 3. You're not going to kill us now.
Correct. I do believe I can trust you. And yes,
Alright.
Goblin, you do turn and dance as you hang from the noose of the gallows. And the heavy feet,
Trying to say.
comes from, and she grunts and lifts something, and shows her rear paw, where you all see this gnarly bear trap snapped around this, what looks like a rotting and decaying foot. Chains.
Dude.
Oh no! Oh
Okay,
no!
I was thinking it
no.
was guilt.
Okay,
Yeah, but anyway, it's
Oh.
not important.
Okay.
We've made the solution.
Yes. you
Vernon
can
wants to like
remove-
immediately remove the thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, don't worry, I'll remove it. Grab my axe.
No.
It's
We're not
already
going-
decaying.
as much as I hate to say it, the robot might be right on this one. Here, let me. And her eyes glow for a moment, and then the cave lights up with dancing lights from above, and you can see in the far distance from where the Sphinx came from a ragtag bed of stray wool and bits of meat left over.
Mm.
So if we free you, you should probably go back to the desert before they
I-
kill you.
I can't fly. These feathers, they're down.
This sounds
Okay,
like a skill
okay.
issue.
No, no, no.
How'd
Okay,
you get
listen.
here then?
Probably kidnapped.
Yes,
Alright,
separated
so
from my
let's
mother.
shoot them.
I'm but a child.
Understood. Understood. Okay, so how about this? How about we take you over like to the desert in hopes to try to find like in our carriage. We have a carriage. You could come with us with.
We are gonna have to get that thing off. If that stays on any moment longer, you're absolutely gonna.
Alright,
Honestly, if both of you are okay with this, I'm willing to let Miriam do it. It's like you honestly agreed with Clover. You have call here.
Okay,
Who is
Clover.
the best at medicine?
Alright, I'm going to give Clover my torch and my axe. I'm gonna say, keep this up, we're going to need it.
I have high wisdom.
You don't need the torch right now. This place is lit.
No, that's not what I mean. I said,
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, no, we'll probably need it.
and I'm gonna use my magical hand axe to, the one that's part of my hand, to aim for the leg, trying to keep as much of the living flesh attached.
So, as you approach it, Miriam, you do notice that it is at least 2 clovers thick. It's gonna take more than one.
Alright, can someone shove wool in her mouth to bite down on?
I'll get it. I'll get the wool.
No, I don't have any wool.
That's fine.
I'm
then.
gonna pick up some of the wood from the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Any use magics types got the cleaning thing?
Prestidigitation, you mean?
I do.
Yeah, that one. Okay, clean these up. Bite down hard.
She does this blow, and you see these sparkling trails turn the old, dull gray wood back into a vibrant brown. And then she bites into it. Ready?
Alright. Let's hope
This'll ever be. You see her clench her eyes.
It's a 14 for the first one.
It slams into the leg, and you just hear her go, "Ah!"
Alright, we're almost there. Oh, that's a 5.
It slams again, and just another pained shriek through the wood.
Alright, I think we hit the bone. A 13.
Chop and scream once more.
Alright.
You barely make it into the bone.
Alright. Your bone's pretty sturdy. It's gonna take a few.
I'm just gonna be petting this. I'm just gonna be petting this thing's head.
16.
I'm just gonna be looking.
You all
at
just
the
hear
sphinx's
them.
eyes.
You all hear the kind of wood-like thunk into the bone. Ah! Oh, make it stop!
Alright. That's a 13.
Careful, Ruby. You don't want your neighbors to call the cops.
I'm home alone.
Yeah,
Your
that's why I
neighbors.
said neighbors.
Oh, don't worry. My neighbors are pretty far away.
That's a
Are you
13.
like are you a lives in the middle of the woods type person?
No, but I'm not in the city.
Alright.
So what you're telling me is it's probably like a good 2-minute drive to the nearest guy.
Oh no, I could walk to them, but I mean,
Alright, so that's a 13. We're almost through the bone. You must
you are able.
16.
Can we start doing this in advantage considering it's women?
Yes. Now that you're
Please?
getting, now that you put it through the marrow, you are able to start doing it at advantage.
Okay, good. That's an 18.
you break through the last of the bone, and with one more cleave, the foot lands, and the leg starts to bleed immensely.
Clover,
Uh,
the axe.
what about the axe?
The axe that you were
Take care
told
of the
to.
axe.
to heat up with the torch.
Oh, why don't I just heal it?
We need to cauterize the wound.
Why don't I just heal it?
Bleeding, bleeding, bleeding.
Well, then heal it.
Healing word.
Alright, roll it.
Cool. I'm going to cast healing word, and I will whisper the healing word in.
Okay. You
How
cut
much-
out to where specifically you were whispering it, but
I'll
And
whisper it in her ear. Moist.
Oh,
11
really?
points of healing.
11?
Yep.
Miriam, you watch as while it doesn't grow over with skin and fur, you do see the veins close and clot to where the bleeding stops.
I think you're still gonna need to cauterize that.
Yeah, it's still an open wound at the moment. You still need to cauterize it.
I could cast another spell. Fine. I hand the torch over.
No, I handed you the torch and the axe so you could heat up the axe.
Axe 2. I'll hand you the axe 2. Ooh, whiskers.
All right, I'm gonna press the hot axe to the wound.
She lets out a hissing sound like. Is it done?
Yes, you're probably going to need to rest.
She drops the wood and looks over to her leg, and you can see in her eyes just the panic starting to set in on, oh god, my foot is gone.
Well, the sacrifices you need to make for freedom. Hey, here's a riddle. What walks on 3 legs?
I'm gonna
really,
Morning.
Hold on. Okay,
Me.
hold on.
In the morning.
At night.
Hey, Miriam, what's your AC?
13.
Yeah, you're taking 5 damage as I punch you for that.
That's fair.
Now, as what walks on 3 legs? Me in the morning. No,
I'm gonna
That's
like.
fair.
Can I try to separate those two so they don't
I'm
start
just
to fight?
gonna. I'm just gonna like. Because I'm still like
Clover.
at the Sphinx's head, just like.
Oh wait, no, you're
Yeah,
at the Sphinx's head? Okay.
Let's go outside, get you some snow to put that in.
Yava. You notice her eyes kind of roll back, and the head is slowly but picking up speed, falling towards you. Please make a dexterity check. Or save to get out of the way.
Alrighty. Wow, 10? Hold on. I have features for this, right? Not yet. I forgot, I'm only level 4.
I will say that it's enough to avoid damage, but you are now pinned under unconscious Sphinx head.
Ah. Guys, help! This thing's head is as big as my torso!
I will try to leave to move it. I mean, to move
I will
Java.
approach the head.
Lift it up.
Okay, so everyone who is lifting it, make a strength check. Or athletics.
12.
Clover, are you trying?
Nope.
All right, Elbros, you. It kind of moves, but not enough to free her yet. Make another one.
Oh, come on. 10.
You don't make any. You don't make any more progress, but you don't lose any. Anyone would like to help?
I'll help. I'll help.
All right.
I know help.
All right. Elbros, once again with advantage with help from the strongest member of the party, Varden.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You got my aid.
Okay, now I got wait, a 17.
All right. With help from Varden, it's 1, 2, 3, heave, and you're able to lift it enough that Yava is able to kind of crawl away,
Graham, I scurry out like a bug.
and then you gently set it back down onto the ground.
Alright. Alright. This should be good.
Alright, it seems like we're going to have to stay here for the night.
Gonna dust myself off. Alright, I'm getting some snow. I'm gonna like take off my shirt so that I have something I can just like carry a bunch of snow in.
All right. You go out and are able to get something from the good foot of snow that has fallen by now.
Yeah, I make up a
Let's-
big snowball and I carry it with my shirt.
Well, it's good that a foot of snow has fallen, because the Sphinx needs that right now.
I'm going to punch you again.
I'm
This
gonna
thing's
lay
a
on my
child.
face.
Okay, you can stop.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's a
let's
child, Miriam.
All right. You put
it
the
needs to grow up.
Well, that
You
take
put
the
child is
big
going to kill us if
snowball
we
and I-
didn't-
yeah you put the snowball onto the cauterized wound, and instinctively she kind of like twitches, shaking Clover a bit because she's sitting on it, but she settles down, and now she just seems essentially asleep.
Let's get this girl some sleep.
And as she falls asleep, the lights in the cave go dark.
And
we
magic.
still have the torches lit.
Yeah, you still have the torches, thankfully.
Wow.
Um,
This is what I wasn't expecting, but I guess we'll be roughing.
All right.
Right.
Yay. Shake the snow out of my shirt.
All right, so you make a small
It's,
campfire. You make a small campfire with the wood that's left in the cave.
Prying the wood out of its jaws.
Oh no, she dropped it.
She
Once
dropped it before she fainted from shock.
Yeah, she dropped it and then looked over to her now missing foot and then fainted.
fuck.
Hey, Clover, do you think that the claws on the foot that's still in the trap would be enough to do the rituals?
I mean, probably. I just not. I would gather them personally, but
Yeah. All right.
Are you going to be chopping off her claws? On the dead foot, of course.
Oh, like she's going to need.
yeah,
them.
I'm not going to declaw this.
That's fair.
All right, so you take some
Well,
time
come on,
to.
No, I'm gonna take the dead. I'm gonna dissect the dead foot. Why not? But still,
As the campfire starts to basically roar to life, Clover, I would say that since you're doing this over time, you are able to work on basically dissecting the foot. The pelt itself is useless thanks to the rot, as well as most of the inner bone. But the what's the word? Metatarsals.
Metacarpals?
Meta. Yeah, from the metatarsals to the toes are intact at least, so you can take the bones from that and the claws. In fact, the claws are about the size of your arm, almost dagger-like.
Well, better than the daggers that I gave my players in my first campaign.
We will not elaborate the daggers from the first campaign.
we choose not to elaborate.
So, by the time you get the foot completely dissected and are able to more or less dodge the final closing of the bear trap, which snaps the rotten bone in half. What do you do? What do you all do?
Gonna rest, I guess.
Anyone else? Chit chat? Anything?
No,
I know that
I
not
need my
many.
spell slots back.
I think that not many creatures come here, but maybe, just maybe. I mean, I still have the alarm in the entrance of the cave, but maybe we should, move a few things to make a small barricade to, if we're staying here.
If that's what you want to do, that's what you can do. I'm
Not to
gonna keep
mention-
dissecting these toes.
Not to mention Elbros and Nerium will have their sentries rest where they're, basically, they can't sleep.
And
Yep.
Wait, someone
I-
they put the sentry here when I'm going to sleep.
And I'm gonna put my shirt folded up between the stump and the snowball to prevent frostbite.
Now, Varden, I imagine what you might do in trying to make her more comfortable is you take some of the wool from her makeshift bedding and put it under her head.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was thinking about taking some of the wool from like her bedding.
Alright, you do that, lifting it up a bit using the 17 from before. You're able to stuff enough to make it be a good pillow for her quite large head.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear her.
Like,
You can hear her slow breathing as she's sleeping.
is a girl good? Is a girl good?
If that's everything, I believe this is a good place to stop, and everyone will level up.
Hell yes, we'll be level 5.
Yay!
Level 5!
Level
Yay.
5 indeed for helping out another creature. In this
Alright.
case,
Level
amongst
5, yay! Then in that case, I'm gonna roll a d8 and see what I get for my health.
Alright, the
Oh, it's a 2. Do we get a reroll, or is it just rerolls on ones?
I'll allow rerolls on 2s.
Okay.
1s and 2s.
Yay. Damn it, it's another 2.
Reroll again.
Yeah, I will allow it.
CA.
I usually go by rules of 3.
I'd like to re-roll that.
That's a straight 3! Okay, I'll fucking take it.
Okay, that's much better. I got a 6.
I'm rolling a d8, god damn it.
I got a 6 on my re-roll.
Oh, in level 5 I get extra attack. Let's go.
Okay, what's my hit dice? Oh, it's a D8. It's a D10.
Awesome, I love being level 5 and having 38 HP.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a D10. Wish me luck. Wait, what is my reroll? Is it 2 or below?
Yes, I get extra attacks.
Yeah,
Yay!
2 or
I'm at
below.
37 HP. Hell yeah, I got an extra attack.
Oh yeah, I got a 9.
Ah, you motherfucker.
I mean, it helps that Varden is basically the tank of the group.
Varden,
Yeah,
what's
but
your health?
I'm rolling D8s. I could have gotten another 8 HP.
I'm at 37 HP. What are you at?
Oh my god.
I have 38.
I'm at 44
Nice.
HP.
Baller.
Yes, level 5, new features, new everything.
Oh, and I can do stunning strikes now.
Wait a minute. So my HP is now basically at a because my HP modifier is plus
You're
3.
cutting off.
Oh, sorry. I was saying like my Constitution's at a 3.
So yeah, it's a plus 12.
Yeah. So I'm at 60 now.
60? Wow.
Well, this is stupid, but I am taking it.
I mean, honestly, I basically inherently get tough. That's kind of like the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I feel I'm becoming a fighter with a crossbow.
That's kind of what
Do it.
Rangers end up being.
Yeah.
Because I can attack one time with my normal action. I can attack again with I have another action because of the extra attack, and I have another if I am using my melee. I have another action to attack with the second sword because of the two-handed
Two-handed
dueling
fighting,
type.
yeah.
I can hit someone 4 times in 1 turn.
Oh yeah, I can hit someone.
Because I have 2 attacks per action, and then I can spend a key point for a flurry of blows, so I can punch them another 4 times or another 2 times.
I got a singular 3rd level spell.
But hey,
Well,
You basically attack 3 times with the swords or 3 times. No, 3 times with the crossbow.
well, Elbros, if you want, there is also the option for multi-classing.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. We'll talk about that later.
Let's do the sign off.
Yeah, let's
I
do
can
sign off.
attack-
Hey, Ruby.
Yes.
I
One
can
last
attack
question.
3 times.
Yes, Clover.
I can use critical role spells, right?
Yes.
Yay! Stupid spell it is. All right.
You have
What's the
blood
sign off?
hunters.
I'm
Yay!
This
I'm
is for
taking
critical.
Freedom of the Waves. It allows me to summon a tidal wave
Oh, wow.
anywhere.
That could actually end up being
15
useful.
feet. And it counts as and it also acts as a form of teleportation. It's very dumb. I love it.
Yay. All right.
All right.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. Check out some of the other stuff on the channel. I have my D&D campaign, World of Tapir. Go check out to see whether or not it was a TPK on the Fruit of Yggdrasil fight. Also on the channel, I am playing Doom 2016, Minecraft with Biddy, and Mario Brothers Ship with Biddy. And my
Yay, it's
partner
me.
Scraps is playing Ratchet and Clank. Common challenge of the day: share a riddle. None of y'all have to share riddles.
Yeah, I
have
can't
a
think of
riddle
one
that I
off the
can
top of my head.
share.
What's up?
The more you have of it, the less you see. What am I?
Darkness.
I was gonna say a hole.
Sorry, the correct answer is rice.
Rice.
It's a Game Grumps bit.
Oh.
Classic riddle. Classic riddle. What gets dirt?
Because-
What gets covered in dirt but never gets but is always clean?
Soap.
No, body in a coffin. Anyway,
Glittering points that downward thrust, sparking spears that never rust. What are they? Answer: icicles.
Yay.
Also from the Game Grumps bit.
I am, and also if you
My
want
fa-
some live,
my favorite riddle is at dusk and dawn I'm tall and strong,
duck and dog.
yet
Dusk and dawn.
At dusk and dawn I'm tall and strong, yet every noon I'm weak and small. Fuck. It's strong and tall, not tall and strong. At dusk and dawn I'm strong and tall, yet every noon I'm weak and small. What am I?
I'm going to say a shadow.
I see no, hear no evil. Black writings on the wall. Yes, it's a shadow.
Because of the comment I just said, mine was morning wood. I don't know. I got dicks on the brain.
Ah, yes, everyone's favorite
Venus.
morning wood at dusk.
Well,
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Without
if you want-
good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone, and
Good
once a live,
Good night.
goodbye, everybody.
night.